Happy Halloween and welcome to Die Rollin. I'm the ever-excitable Adam and I'm joined here tonight by...
Zoe from Unicorns Boardgames.
And you can find Zoe at this address. No, I'm not going to post her home address here because I don't know it. But you can follow her here below. There's going to be a little kind of link to where you can find her socials and all that kind of thing. So what are we doing here tonight?
We are at Outrider Games in Lichfield, which is a new board game cafe that has opened in Lichfield. It's fantastic. They've got lots of different board games in the cafe and lots of miniatures games. You can't see them, but you will in a mo in our video excellent tables. And we are playing Cthulhu. I'm looking at the box.
Over there. Cthulhu Death May Die. Fear of the Unknown, which is the third in a series of Cthulhu Death May Die games. Have you played this before?
No, I've never played this, but I have played quite a few of the big box Call Me Or Nots and Eric Lang's as well. And who's the other designer?
Rob
Rob
Duffy.
Yeah. So lots of games by these designers that I've really enjoyed. So I think I will like this one. And I do like a Cthulhu theme as well. So.
Yeah, well, let's see if between us, Zoe and I can defeat the mythos and send Sathagoa back to wherever it is he came from. I don't fancy our chances.
No.
Okay, so here we are. We have got our characters on the board, which were voted by our ultimate badasses on the channel. So we have Hukong, who is played by Zoe. Say hello, Zoe.
Hello, Zoe.
I love the fact you actually said hello, Zoe. I knew you would. And I'm playing the beautiful Sandra, who... she says, I'd say this belongs in a museum, but we don't need the patrons going insane. What's Hukong say?
Hukong says, to fight, be where they are not. It is that easy and that hard.
Well, that's going to confuse me for the rest of the evening. So what are we doing here tonight? We are trying to stop a big sloth bat-like creature, big toad guy called Sathagoa. And what this guy's trying to do is basically come onto the earth and destroy all of us. So don't worry, guys. Zoe and I are going to stop this guy before it's too late. Now, to do that, we are going to have to disrupt a ritual. But there's a little kind of plot going on here. So I'm going to get Zoe to read this card out so you know. And she wasn't prepared for this whatsoever. So this is the card here. And this will tell you the plot of this episode.
Okay. Kilkenny was the site of one of the first witch trials in Western history and one of the few to find actual witches. Now, though, cultists are using ancient energies to power their rituals. As a side effect, the spirits of the old witches have risen. Petronilla, are we saying that? Petronilla de Meath unjustly accused the witch Alice, how do we say that one? Ketelia? Gosh, these are big words, Adam.
You're welcome.
Who got her condemned, are battling through their ancient feud anew. Only providing Petronilla's innocence will finally lay her spirit to rest, taking Alice along with her.
Alice? Yeah, I won't. So Alice is the bad guy. She's an evil witch, and she basically pointed the finger at a non-witch, Petronilla, and we've got to prove that Petronilla was actually innocent by convincing 4 jurors that she was innocent. So to set up the ritual, we have to have 4 jurors in the town square with their innocent side face up. So what are jurors, for instance? Well, we've got one just here on the camera. So this is the guilty side, and there's an innocent side there. So we've got to do that.
And we've got to get them all here.
And we have to get them to town square. So I'm gonna show you the board now, guys, because it's I did think we'd probably do this a bit closer up rather than a big zoomed out. So we're starting off here. We've got some lovely ghasts which are going to be coming against us this time around. We have the Unnameable, which I take issue with his name, because if he's called the Unnameable, then he has a name. Right, well anyway, that guy's over there. We've got a drawer over here next to a lovely gate where we're going to be summoning stuff. We have a drawer up here next to this lovely cultist. Down here in the pub, we have a cultist and we have a juror. And all the way up here, past this cemetery, is another one being entertained by a ghast. I'll take a moment to breathe.
And this is my dude here.
So there's Hukong.
Cool.
And there's Sandra. Well.
Excellent.
Okay, so whenever the Elder One advances, the jurors with their guilty side face up are going to move 1 space away from the town square. And after the ritual is disrupted, all jurors are removed from the board. Okay, and none of this is going to make any sense to anyone who hasn't played this game, so I'm going to talk
Including me.
Including Zoe. I'm going to talk very quickly and briefly about how you play this game. If you played a CMON game before, you are in luck because they're all very similar kind of mechanics.
Oh, good. Well, I have at least played a CMON game.
Played at least
before,
one
so
before.
I've got a head start of it there.
So, let's have a quick look at the board. Whoop. Well done, Adam. I meant to do that. So, this is, we've each got our own little board here. And it tells us everything we need to do there. We have a sanity track across the top. If we ever get to the bottom of the sanity track, we did. We have a health thing right at the bottom there. If we ever get to the bottom of the health track, we did. And we have a stress thing. If we get all the way to the stress thing, nothing happens. But we use stress to reroll dice, whether that be dice we're rolling or enemies who are attacking us, which is pretty cool. We also have some special abilities here. So I have a signature ability, which is Relic Seeker. At the start of your first turn of the game, take 2 random relics and choose one to keep, which I did, which is the shiny jewel relic, and I gain 1 level in my signature skill, which I've put up here. When investigating, you may claim items without taking stress or wounds, which I'll explain what those are when we get them.
Oh, so you get to go up 1 space to start.
I'm already starting off 1 space ahead, which is fantastic for us. It's a cooperative game, so yeah, that's good news for both of us, sorry. Brawling, so where I gain an additional dice when I'm attacking a target in my space. And then Arcane Mastery, whenever we get a little star on a dice, I actually count that as a success. Only 1 of those until I level it up a little bit. You get to level these up once you hit one of these sanity kind of like markers, but of course if you hit a sanity thing, something bad's going to happen as well. So I have Megalomania. There's no other investigator alive that has reached more sanity than you. Heal all of your stress, otherwise take 2 stress. So I want to be crazier than the crazy monk Wukong. So here we are. I'm going to try and position this. I'm just going to hover there. If you could speak us through your signature ability.
So I have self-defense, swiftness, and toughness. Oh, that's not is this one my signature?
Yeah, that is, but you can
right,
just talk us through
So when attacked, if no wounds are dealt, you heal 1 stress and may push the attacker 1 space away. That seems handy. And then I get a free reroll when I'm attacked, an additional free reroll, and then when attacked by a cultist or monster, if no wounds are dealt, I kill the attacker. That's pretty good. And then I have swiftness, so I can move an additional space when I run.
So you're moving 4 spaces every time you move, which is fantastic.
I'm a swift monk. And then I also have toughness, so I've got free re-rolls when attacked, all for rolling fire. Because there's no fire in this
I don't think there's any fire in Kilkenny, which is nice. And yes,
I also have, so I've got overcaring. So when my sanity goes up, I need to make sure you're in the space with me, and I can heal you and cure all your stress. But if you're not in my space, then I'm going to get really stressed about it. So you've got to stay close by, Adam.
I'll try. And you've got a mysterious key.
Yeah, I've got a mysterious key. What does this do? So it's a relic. I gain an extra dice if I'm in a space with a gate. And when I run, I can move between spaces with gates as if they were adjacent, but enemies follow.
So essentially if you were over here, you could teleport from there to this gate over there, which might be really helpful.
Good to know.
Okay, so let's have a look at Sathagoa. So Sathagoa, the big old bat toad sloth guy with eyes on his knees. I'm not even making this up. So when an investigator gains a fatigue token, they place it on the leftmost space of the stress or wound track. Now, fatigue tokens are specific just for this elder god. You have multiple different elder gods in this game, but yeah, we're dealing with fatigue in this. If the tentacle marker is already on the leftmost space, you must take a wound or stress. You cannot remove your tentacle marker from the last stress space though. Okay, so once per rest action, the investigator may heal 1 less to discard 1 fatigue token from them before healing. Whenever this guy advances, we choose an investigator to gain a fatigue token, and then we move each amorphous scion 1 space towards you. And if there isn't any on the board, or if there is, we still summon another amorphous scion, which is this kind of little gribbly, toothy blob guy. Okay, so we've got to disrupt the ritual. We've got to get through 3 stages of this guy to kill him. But yeah, let's talk about our turns really briefly, and then we'll get to it. So on your turn, you can take 3 actions. The first action is you can move up to 3 spaces, or in Wukong's case, 4 spaces. Whenever you move, if there is an enemy in your zone, you're going to be moving them with you. So you move up to 3 spaces. If you're in an area with an enemy, you can attack. You'll be rolling 3 black dice, and for every one of these exclamation marks, you get a success. Now, some people have special abilities, like I have a special ability for my brawling, which means any stars, 1 star, I can count success. And when you're rolling dice, if you get one of these little gribbly things, then your sanity goes down by 1.
And you want that to happen to some extent.
Yeah, you want to do that because you will level up your character, but at the same
Just
time,
not too much.
but not too much. Yes, it's all in moderation. So that's attacking. The next thing is resting. So if you're in a safe space, that's somewhere where there's no monsters, then you can heal 3 stress or wounds, any combination, to rest essentially, and also get rid of fatigue tokens instead of stress and health. You can trade if in the same area as somebody, and you can also do episode actions. Now, episode actions are specific to, guess what? The episode. So the first thing we did is gather a juror. So if in the same space as a juror, we can move a juror in your space up to 2 spaces away. And we can convince a juror. We choose a juror in our space and make a roll. After a success for each evidence you have, add a success for each evidence you have. On a 4+ success of the juror is convinced, turn this token over to the innocent side. Which is good because every time Sathagoa advances, any of those jurors on the guilty side are going to move away from the town square, which is where we're trying to get them to, with their innocent side face up. So that's the episode actions. After we've done that, we're going to be drawing a mythos card, which is either going to start getting our big old sloth guy 1 space closer to the end of the world, or it's going to just move monsters around the board or summon new monsters. Once we've done that, we then will, if we're in a space with no monsters, then we get to investigate. We're going to draw one of these cards, and we'll go through each of these as we get to them. But yeah, this is how you get these evidence cards. And look, there's Adam, the second husband. Who knew? So yeah, you basically get to claim one of these things, depending. Very context sensitive. And finally, if there is a monster in your space, instead of investigating, they are going to attack you. And you can use stress to re-roll their dice. Once you've done that, it's the end of your turn. You will have a look in the discard pile for these symbols here. If there are 3 of those symbols, then Sathagoa advances. And we're 1 step closer to the end of the world as we know it. Sounds like that'd be a good song. Okay, we're going to be having our boards off camera as well as the Sathagoa board, but I will be moving things around to hopefully focus in on the action. And with all that being said, is there anything Zoe, I missed out from our brief explanation I said to you earlier?
No, I don't think so. I think you've covered everything. Remind me again, our jurors that we've got to get over there, in order to flip them over, we have to be in a space.
You have to be in the same space as them.
Talk to them.
And you're convincing them by rolling 3 of those dice, and you need some evidence.
Some evidence. Do we have to have evidence to do that, or can we attempt it without?
You can attempt it without, but you need to get 4 successes, and you're only ever going to get 3 successes on these dice, so you need at least 1 evidence. Or get insane enough that you get additional dice. Okay, so would you like to go first?
You go first.
You go first.
And then
okay.
I'll know
Reset
what to
the
do.
cast. Okay, so Sandra is coming out the gate, and our main thing here is we're trying to get these jurors moving around, right? So I think it's a good idea to try to, get to a juror. So I'm going to move into this space, then I'm going to move into this space over here. That's my first action. My second action is going to gather up a juror, so I'm going to move this juror 2 spaces, 1, 2. And then I'm going to try and kill this ghast. Now, ghasts are ghastly bastards. So, if attacked but not destroyed, the attacker takes 1 wound.
Art's fantastic for that, isn't it?
Oh, they're great. It was really, it was a joy painting these things from just looking at the artwork, to be fair. Okay, and try and get them on camera, Adam. So, we've got 2 successes, and we have a Gribbly, which will increase my sanity. Well, I'll do 2 damage to him, but I would also take a damage. Now, I'm going to use a stress. Actually, I'm not. I just remembered. I'm brawling. When I'm in, when attacking a target in your space, I get an additional green dice.
Nope.
So that didn't work out for me. I'm going to use a stress to re-roll this dice.
Nope.
And I'm going to use a stress to re-roll this dice. You can't re-roll, as far as the white dice you've already rolled. 3 successes. So ghast is gone. And I don't take any sanity damage from that. So that's the end of my 3 actions. I now draw a mythos card. Evil Inertia. Each cultist and amorphous sign moves 1 space towards you. That sucks.
Oh, it does, because you just cleared my space there to move through.
Sorry about that. Right, we summon an amorphous sign at red. If you could grab one of those guys that goes right at the top.
One of these guys?
Yeah, just up there. Sorry, you got to stretch.
This one.
Oh no, sorry, the amorphous scion, the black guy.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
I wasn't looking at what you were.
This one.
That's it. So we
Yeah,
have
that's
Amorphous
nice.
Scion up there and a Cultist on blue, which is in the pub.
Which is this is this
Yes.
one, yeah. And in the pub.
Just in the blue gate,
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry.
Okay,
Oh, sorry, we're going on the gates. Of course.
right, so that's the discard pile there. Now, if I was in a space alone, I'd investigate, but unfortunately, I've got a cultist in there. So, Zoe, you're going to roll 2 green dice for the cultist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move the camera out a little bit so we know where to roll the dice. If you roll it around
What am I
there.
trying to roll?
You want to get blanks.
Well, I'm the cultist, so
The
I don't.
cultist wants to get exclamation marks.
Yay!
Okay, so he
Sorry.
got 1 success there. I'm going to use a stress to re-roll this dice.
Okay.
Yes, so I don't take any damage whatsoever. We now do the end of turn. There is nothing to worry about here because we don't have 3 of these. And there's no other end of turn effects. So that's the end of my go. It's now on to Yukon.
Okay, I think I'm probably going to go for a similar thing to get this Jura. So I'm going to move first. So 1, 2, 3. This guy will follow, won't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
where
that
that
one
guy-
will as well. Okay. And then
Oh, sorry, 1 second. So we've moved over into here.
yeah. So that's my first turn. For my second turn, I'm going to send that Jura to the town square. So
Yeah.
can I just move him?
Boom.
And then I don't really know what to do. I'm going to move away from these, I think, for my... Can I move again for my...
Yeah, for your last action you can
So
move.
my
Now
last
remember, you can
action-
also move through the gates if you want to, because you have that ability to travel through gates.
Of course. So maybe I can head closer to another Jura.
It's worth noting, everyone who's on your space will attack you at the end of this turn.
So I want to move to... I'm going to move to... trying to follow the camera. I'm going to move down here to this blue space because there's only one guy here.
They're going to come with you.
Oh no, they are, aren't they?
And
Oh,
it's
maybe
follow-
I shouldn't
yeah.
do that.
Do you want to reverse?
Yeah, sorry. Let's stay there. Okay. What else is worth me doing?
Well, so you can either try to take out the cultist, because this guy has a special ability, which means if there's a cultist or monster in his space, you can't do any damage to him.
Oh.
But you can kill this guy. Otherwise, you could just try to move somewhere and
No,
they'll
I
come
should
with
probably try and deal them a bit of damage.
you. Okay, so it's 3 black dice.
3 black dice. And I don't get any
No
extra
bonuses.
things for this.
Okay, so we have... So that will do nothing. That is a success. That is a success. That is enough to kill that cultist.
Yeah.
But you'll also gain a sanity for that.
Oh, let's do that then. So 1 sanity.
Cultist is dead.
Cultist is dead.
Right, now you're drawing a mythos card.
Okay. So, Cosmic Eye. For each investigator with at least 1 fatigue token, none of us have got fatigue
Yep.
anyway, have we? So that doesn't.
We summon a cultist on a space, but we don't have to worry about it.
Okey-doke.
Cool. So just put that there so we can keep a track of what's in the discard
Yeah.
pile, which is summoning, and what isn't. Okay, so now you investigate or fight. Unfortunately, he's going to fight you, and the unnameable gets 3 black dice and a green
I
dice.
didn't think this through, did I?
But you're tough, so you do get
I
some
am
free
tough,
reroll
yeah,
on attack.
3 rerolls.
Okay, so that's going to cause you 2 sanity damage and 2 damage.
So I want to re-roll this one, don't I? Because this is the one that's sort of doing the most.
Okay, so you get that free reroll for that.
issue. Well, at least it's
Yep.
just sanity.
And you can use a stress if you wanted to re-roll this dice if you wanted to. Or you can just take the damage.
No, I think I'll do a re-roll. I think it's perhaps worth it to.
Yep.
Oh no.
And well, that's fine.
I'm just going to
So
have
just,
lots of.
just makes you really crazy. So you actually move down 3 on your track, and that will actually trigger the first sanity break there. So, over caring.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look on here. So this triggers if you're protected in your space, which they're not. So otherwise, take 1 stress for each wound your protected has. I don't have any wounds, so you don't have to worry about that. And you also get to level up 1 of your abilities.
Okay, so I think having a free run action each turn might be really useful.
Yep, speeding around the
But a
board.
free reroll when attacked is also very good. Oh, they're all really interesting, aren't they? When I level up to these,
Yep.
do I lose this ability
Unless it says
as well?
instead. So the very bottom
right,
one has
okay.
instead, everything else is just
You have it
additional
on top
to.
of as well. So I think we'll go for a free reroll when attacked. because I think that will
Boom.
be very nice.
Okay, and also because your self-defense signature ability, he didn't actually cause any damage to you, so you get to push him away one space.
Excellent. Should we push him
Into the train yard, right?
Right off, yeah.
Onto the train and hopefully
Get
in front of a train. That would be fantastic. Right, and that is, you drew your Mythos card, we did the investigator fight, nothing happened to the end of turn, so now it's on to my go. So far, we've got two of these guys in the middle, but we don't have any evidence to convince them.
How are we getting this evidence?
We have to be in a space with no monsters on. It'll be coming out this discovery deck.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like we've got to get. I feel like you're probably best to teleport all the way up to the top there, to that red gate. So I'm going to try and kill this guy. I get extra dice because he's in my space. Okay, so that's actually 3 successes on that and 2 sanity. So I'm going to take that. He'd be dead. There's not much else I can really do apart from move and attack. So I'm gonna. I want to be in a space.
You're in a space with no enemies on. Can you?
I can't investigate until I've done my 3 actions.
Oh,
so I'm going to rest, which means I get to get 3 of my stress back, and then I'm just going to move 1 space. And hopefully this Mythos card I'm going to draw doesn't move people into my space.
Yeah, or my
space.
So
I'm actually going to move them there. Okay, so whispering lies. Each juror in the same space as a cultist is turned to their guilty side. Well, we don't actually have anybody who is on the innocent side, so we don't have to worry about that anyway. And no cultists in the same space as one of those.
Good.
Okay, so I'm now in a space with nobody, so I can investigate. So we have the Book of Spells. Arcane secrets sweetly whisper in your ear. You may take 1 stress to claim the Book of Spells, but because I'm a relic seeker, I don't have to actually take any stress for this. So I have 1 free reroll per turn, and this is evidence, which gives me 1 step closer to convincing those jurors that Petronilla, that's her name, right, is innocent.
Yes.
Okay, that's the end of my go. There's no end of turn effect, so we go to Hukon.
Well, I am also in a space without any cultists in, and I don't particularly want to move into one that. Although, no, because I'm on this. So if I change plan.
You're going to teleport up to the red, aren't you?
Yeah, I think
Kick
that's
that
a
thing
good
in the
idea.
teeth.
So we'll go up here, and let's do a fight up there. So 3 black dice.
Okay. You just roll just on that game bit, just in front of it.
Of course.
Okay, so it's 1 success. He's got 3 hit points. So you use stress to reroll those 2, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or you could use your last action to attack him again. You don't have to kill him in 1 go.
Well, yeah, I'll go for a last action of attacking him again. So I can always do the reroll again.
Yes. Okay,
so, yeah,
go for it again. So you have to really stretch across those.
Oh,
Okay, so that'll be enough to kill him.
Enough to kill him.
And you take 1 sanity damage.
Yeah. Okay. So sanity damage. He's dead. But now I am now on a space without any.
But you have your Mythos card first. So
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
this one here.
What have we got?
Sathagoa's presence. If Sathagoa is on the board, you take 2 stress.
He's not.
If Sathagoa is on the track, each investigator gains 1 fatigue token. So we have our very first fatigue tokens coming out. So you've got to put on the very leftmost one of your track.
And do I get to choose if it's stress or
Yeah, either one.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and just put it on stress.
I'm going to put the stress as well. Okay, and because you are alone in there, you do get to have an investigation.
Yay.
So you've drawn Ghost of the First Husband. William the Merchantman, a smiling face and friendly word. Everyone liked him, even a witch. You may take 2 stress to claim the husband. If you do not claim the husband, you get the hex condition, which makes it harder for you to gather jurors and convince jurors. You take stress every time you try and do it.
Yeah, and I've got the stress to take, so...
Yeah, so 2 stress to get William the First Husband.
So now he counts as evidence when trying to convince the jurors.
Yeah, cool. So, so you can have as many of these as you like. Frustratingly, you can easily knock these things off, but you can get like these lovely little plastic overlays.
Yeah.
But that's like £30. It's a lot of money to consider that.
What
So this is an ally. So you can basically, if you're taking damage, you can give it to him.
I can kill him
You
instead
can
of
kill him
taking
and take a
damage.
damage.
Righto.
Yeah. But if you do kill him, you won't have that evidence any longer.
Yeah, I'll try not to kill him.
Okay, so we don't have to do anything else because, Sathagoa doesn't move any further steps. So on to my turn. So I'm going to move into. Oh, actually, I've got enough evidence. Shall I try and start getting these guys?
Well, you have evidence. You might as well. There's two. If there's two in the same space, can you target them both in one?
There is somebody who lets you do that. One of the husbands, because this husband, you have 1 free gather juror actions each turn for free.
That's good.
Okay, so 3 black dice. I get 1 automatic success because of the book of spells I have, and I get 1 free reroll per turn. Okay, well, guess what? I've just succeeded because both those successes and my arcane mastery means this counts as a success as well. So we have convinced our very first juror, and I'm going to try and do the same again. Good old Sandra. Oh, I said good.
You jinxed it.
Got a free reroll. Again, I'm going to use 2 stress, 3 stress to reroll all 3 of these dice. Okay, so I only got 2 successes there, and I take 1 sanity damage. So unfortunately, it didn't work. But let's see what the mythos has for us. Alice Kittler, the investigator with most evidence, must take 1 hex condition side of one of them. If tied, choose 1. So basically, as we both have evidence, we have to choose one of us to change the hex side. I'm going to move me. So I did have that book of spells, but now I've got to have this hex condition, which means every time I gather a juror or convince a juror, before resolving the action, I take a stress.
Okay.
I thought it made sense for me to have that because you've got the ability to gather them for free.
Yeah.
With this guy. That was the mythos. So I'm now in a space of my own. Investigate. Human teeth. Grisly talismans that absorb and devour harmful energies. Difficult to make, painful to harvest. So I'm going to claim that, otherwise I get a hex condition, and I've already got one of those. So I'm not affected by the hex condition.
Huh.
That worked out really well.
Do you get to turn it back around?
No, it just means that the hex condition I have on my board no longer actually impacts me. So I can ignore this, which is fantastic, as long as I have these. And this also is evidence.
Human teeth. Nice.
Right, on to Wukong.
I think I'm going to jump through that portal and go into the town square where you are, and I'm going to try and convince that other juror.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
Sure, go for it. I'll move them for you, as I have the arms.
So that's my first turn is my movement.
Yep.
Second turn, convince juror, and I've got 1 evidence, so...
So you want to get 3 successes on your dice.
Okey-doke.
Unless you want to trade with me to get the human teeth, and then you'd have 2 pieces of evidence, which means you don't need to get 2.
Do I need to trade something back?
No.
Or can I just take it?
You just grab it.
Can do.
Do it.
If you
I
want to
think
do that,
that makes sense, right?
Yeah. So I'm the convincer. Convincer?
Well, you're the convincee, are you?
Convincee. Yeah.
Okay, go for
so
it. So you need 2 successes. And 0 successes.
0 successes. Brilliant. Well, I don't think there's much I can do about that, actually. I've got 1 stress left to take to do 1 reroll, but it's not enough.
No point to do it this turn, is there? So with that roll.
In a space with a gale, then that's something else. Yeah, so
Let's try again, right?
That was only my second turn, so I can just go again.
Wait a minute, you moved, you traded, and then you...
Oh yeah, traded.
So,
turn,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. But I am in an empty space, so...
Well, before that, we have the mythos. There we go.
I keep forgetting this.
And the unnameable. The unnameable moves 2 spaces towards you. Any cultist in space it leaves, follow it.
We also now have 3 of those.
And yes, so
symbols.
something is going to happen. Okay, so are you in a safe space?
I am indeed. Discovery card. Oh no, I'm not anymore.
You're not in a safe space. So the unnameable attacks, and he's got the 3 black and a green.
Oh dear.
Okay, so he got 2 successes and is doing 1 sanity damage. You get 1 free reroll.
I think I get 2 now because I have this one for self-defense, 1 free reroll when attacked,
Yep.
and then I've got 1 for my toughness.
So you get to reroll those 2 successes.
So I'll reroll them 1 at a time.
So that is nothing. And that is 1 damage and a sanity. You can use a stress to re-roll if you wanted to, because if you do manage to take 0 damage, you can push him away a space.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Then I am stressed to
the max.
Yep. So which
that one with
this
yeah.
one. Okay. Oh,
unfortunately not. So you take 1 sanity damage.
1 sanity.
1 hit point worth of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's that. So we now do the resolve end of turn effects. And that means Sathagoa advances because we have 3 of these little summoning icons in the discard pile now. I'm going to get Zoe to do a masterful shuffle of all these cards because they go back into the Mythos draw deck. I'm getting you to this kind of terrible shuffling. Anyone who watches the show knows that's the case.
I'm doing it off camera then because you see my shuffling.
Boxing the deck over here. Yes, so Sathagoa advances. Now, whenever he advances, 1 investigator has to gain a fatigue token. I'm going to rest next, so I'll grab that.
Yeah, I think I probably could do with doing some resting as well.
Okay. Unfortunately, we can't rest whilst he's in the same spaces, though, which is a real shame. So I've got one of those. Also, when the L1 advances, move each juror with a guilty side face up 1 space away from the town square. So we're going to move this guy, move him towards the gate because that's less handy for us. This guy from the pub, where's he going to move?
What?
Into the back room, right?
To go into here, wouldn't he? Because that's 1 space closer.
And then that guy, I've got the arms for it, Zoe, don't worry.
That's actually more helpful because he's moved into a portal space.
Exactly, so. And Huron can teleport because he's amazing. Right, I can't rest, unfortunately, but when there's something to kill like this, there's no point in resting.
Can you rest after you have killed him?
If I've killed him, yes, but he has 6 hit points.
You best attack him first then.
That's it. Okay, here we go. So, that was actually a very good roll. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes and sanity. So the sanity happens first, which means I can level up. And I can do my Arcane Mastery, so any amount of stars will be a success.
Sorry, just eating questions.
That's right. If there's no other investigator alive that has reached more stress sanity than you, heal all your stress, otherwise take 2 stress. I can't take any more stress, so nothing happens. And I've done 4 damage to this son of a gun. Okay, so my second action is to attack him again. I think I've got this guy.
Yeah.
Oof, not with that roll. There's nothing I can do about that, so it's an additional damage on him.
That's enough for me to take him out though.
I've got 1 more action.
Oh, you have
so hopefully
no resting for you though.
No rest for the wicked. Okay, so that's 3 successes and 2 sanity damage. The unnameable is no more until he gets summoned when I draw the next Mythos card. Right, that's the end of my actions.
Don't jinx it.
Alice Kietler has appeared again. The investigator with the most evidence, which is you now, must take the hex condition side of one of them.
Well, let's have a look at both of them. So this one, whenever you gather jurors, convince a juror before resolving the action, take 1 stress. And then this one...
the hex is the same.
Oh, they're the same.
But you're going to either lose the... I would use...
Yeah, lose the teeth then, because this one...
Well, if you keep the teeth, because that means this hex condition won't impact.
Right, okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I lose my 3 gather jurors though. But yeah.
What do you think? Which would you rather?
No, I think you're right.
So keeping the human teeth, because that is actually going to negate any of these hexed effects that Zoe is going to have.
Yeah. I have to swap them sides though.
Right, and then I'm in a space, there's a safe space, so I get to draw an evidence card. I found the bartender. I keep my chilier under the counter. Sorry, I keep my chilier under the counter. Good for walking and keeping unruly patrons civil. Actually, this is in Ireland, isn't it? My wife is Irish. I will not do an Irish accent or I will get divorced. So I get companion Sean the bartender. At the end of your turn, if you're in the pub, take the chilier side of this card, which is a lovely item you can use to attack people with, but not evidence.
Doesn't seem a very cultisty location, does it, going to the pub?
Doesn't really.
Well, it doesn't look like a very cosy pub, so...
Okay, so we're now on to Huron.
I'm going to rest. I need to rest whilst I'm in a space and there's no
So you could remove a fatigue token if you wanted to. You could remove up to 3 stress and hit points.
I'm going to bring my stress back down, I think, because I'm
Yeah.
needing the rerolls.
So 3 stress
Yeah,
back.
3 stress all the way back down. I do have a wound, but I'll leave that for now.
Okay, so you've got 2 actions left.
So I will rest, and then if I move back to this Jura here,
Yeah.
Do you think it is better for me to try and flip them over or to just send them to the town space?
Well, Hukong actually, he gets an additional dice when he's on a space with a gate, I believe.
Yeah.
So I think it makes more sense. You've got 1 unit of evidence.
Yeah.
You're going to be rolling 4 dice. Go for it. I think that's probably the best option. And you've got your stress to re-roll these now.
Yeah.
Not that you need it. You have got 4 successes and 2 sanity.
Excellent.
Do you want to re-roll any of those? Because it will send you to the next level of insanity.
No, because I don't want to risk it not being a success as well.
Okay, so you
we'll
take 2
the
sanity damage.
which triggers my over-caring because you are not in the space with me.
Have I been damaged by anything? I don't think I have yet. I might have knocked my board.
No, you haven't.
I don't think I have.
No.
So you just take some... nothing happens because I have no stress. Sorry, I don't have any wounds.
Yeah.
And you get to level up one of your special abilities. What would you like?
I'm going to go for the 1 free run action each turn because then I can do a run as well. Because that's happened in the middle of my turn, I haven't used all my turns yet, have I?
You rested, you moved, and then you did a...
Yeah.
But you can do a free
because
move
I now
action.
have my free run,
Yeah.
is it worth me moving? Perhaps not actually, because I'm on the space with the Jura to send them to the town next turn. But you're very close, so actually I am going to do that. I'm going to hop over up to here to deal with that one next turn.
Okay.
And then you can deal with that one.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we have a new Mythos card, and it's a Ghast. Move the nearest Ghast 2 spaces towards you. Then move 1 Jura in its space, 1 space away from the town square. So actually, this is going to move this little monkey guy into here, and that Jura can't move anywhere because he can't get further away from the town square if he tried. Unfortunately, you're not in a safe space, so you're getting attacked by one of the Ghasts. And he did nothing.
Good.
We now have 2 of those summoning cards in the discard pile, so next time Sathago is going to move forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wanted me to go here and get this guy, right?
Yeah, might as well
1,
whilst he's
2, 1. And I'm going to stay there actually, and I'll rest up.
Yep.
So 1 to move. Sorry, I moved in there, didn't I? I moved him in there. I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay where I am and rest instead.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of these 2 fatigue and increase my stress by 1. Well done for shuffling, Zoe. Ghostly energies. Each investigator in a space with a Jura takes 1 wound, so that is you.
Oh no.
Then each investigator loses 1 sanity for each hex condition they have.
I have got 1.
I have 1 as well.
If I come down, do I have to?
Oh no,
move?
losing sanity means you're going right.
Oh right, sorry, of course it does.
It does make more sense if you go left, but
Gaining insanity or losing?
you're losing because you're losing
yeah,
it getting
of
into
course.
things. Well, actually, yeah, you're losing sanity. You're losing sanity, not losing insanity, are you?
Yeah.
Anyway, it does say sanity. There we go. Okay, so that was the Mythos card. I'm in a space on my own, so I get to draw one of these. I found a herd dog. Once again, not evidence, just a companion. Who's a good boy?
Doug the herd
Yes, he
dog.
is. If you don't have a hex condition, you may claim the herd dog. I do have a hex condition, so
Oh no.
I've just torn that card up off camera, guys. Right, so unfortunately, we've got 3 of these. I'm going to give these cards back to Zoe, the master shuffler, to shuffle these again for me. We move down Sathagoa 1. One of the investigator has to take a fatigue token. I'll take it because, you know, I just got rid of some, so I may as well. And then each Jura moves 1 space away if they've got the guilty side face up. But at the moment, everyone who's got the guilty side face up couldn't get any further if they tried, and these guys are staying put for the moment. And we go over to Yukon. Yukon.
I was just putting these cards the right way around, some of them were upside down. There you go. Worth convincing the juror first, I think so. Yep. So
Now, you're in a space with a gate.
Yeah.
So you actually get an additional dice.
Extra dice.
Because you've got that dice there.
Oh, I didn't realise that was.
Yeah, so
there as
because
well.
Zoe is now on this second sound thing, she gets an additional dice from here. So she's rolling one dice for that,
then
one dice for her mysterious key,
So I
because
have
she's on a
5
gate.
dice, and I have 1 evidence anyway, so
So you only need to get 3 successes.
yes.
Okay, so that is 2 successes.
We'll do a reroll.
Yeah. Which one would you like to
Is
roll?
there a difference between the distribution of symbols from the green to the black dice?
The green ones don't have any sanity symbols on. They only have successes and stars.
Well, we'll roll one of those then, shall we?
Okay. Yay, success! So this juror,
And then for my second turn, I will send that juror
you get 2 sanity damage from that.
from. Oh, okay, of course.
Yep. And then, so your second action,
Yeah. So can I send the juror?
gather the juror.
Yeah. How far can
2
I?
spaces he moves. He can't go through the portal.
So he can go to this nice
Yeah.
empty space here. It's a little bit closer. And then I will fight.
Okay, so 4 dice.
Yep.
Finish him. Okay, he's got 3 hit points. If you don't do at least 1 more point of damage, he will wound you.
Okay, so let's take a thingy.
That's stress.
I'm in a gate space. Do I still get my extra
Oh,
dice?
you should have had an
Yeah.
additional dice. Sorry. Put your stress back down and roll that dice. Sorry, I don't know why I took that away from you.
There we go.
That's it. That's all you need. So you take 1 sanity damage from that.
Okay, which I have gone up again.
Hukong is going crazy.
Yeah. So overcaring, you are not there.
I don't have any wounds, so you don't have to worry about overcaring. You get to level up
Does
your
that
abilities.
still mean I don't do that though? Because it's if you're not in my space.
Otherwise,
Because
take 1
otherwise-
stress for each wound your protector
Oh,
has.
right,
I
yes,
have
of course, no wounds.
So you're
Good.
all good.
Good.
Which one would you like to advance, though?
1 additional free roll when attacked. During a run, you may take 1 investigator with you. That sounds good. When leaving a space, so we could like
Move me around with
pick you up and drag you. I don't know how that would come of use, but that seems a useful one.
And then the last one, instead you may reduce wounds taken and loss of sanity by 1 when attacked.
Is that something that's perhaps worth doing as we get throughout as he starts coming out?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So increase your toughness.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hukong is tougher now. And that was your entire go, I believe. You convinced, but you do have a free movement every round, right? So if you want to, you could move.
Shall I follow that juror a little bit?
Why not?
Then I can start my turn on
The
those
rural
space.
juror.
There we go.
Okay, balanced by camera precariously there. We get a new Mythos card come out, and lovely, once again, well done on the shuffling. Sorry. Okay, Evil Inertia. Each cultist in amorphous sign moves 1 space towards you, which means Hukong has got some friendly pals here. I have realised as well, I did forget to, when he advances, he's also supposed to summon amorphous scions on the board, guys. So there should have been 1 on there. So we're just going to pretend that was there the whole time. But yes, one of these guys appears up there. Okay, and then they're going to attack you. So it's going to be 4 green dice. There's a cultist coming for Hukong.
I keep moving to save spaces at the end of my turn, and people just keep following me.
I do. So the first cultist has got 2 successes on you.
I feel like I've got some sort of reroll somewhere. Yes, I do. You
Yeah.
have 1 free reroll when attacked.
Yep. Okay.
And I did have another free reroll when attacked, but instead I can reduce wounds and lose sanity instead. Which
Wounds, tokens, and loss of sanity by 1.
yeah,
So basically, you can reduce the amount of damage taken by 1,
yeah, which is probably a good idea.
which means you get 0 damage.
Yeah, let's do
Which means
that.
you can then do your pushing them away.
Yes, let's do that. So shoot.
You don't have to take any sanity
no
damage for it.
sanity.
So he's up that way, and then the other guy's attacking you. Although I think these are all ladies, if I'm honest.
Oh, sorry, I read this totally wrong. I read it as sanity instead of wounds, but I reduced both. That's good.
Okay, 2 successes.
Again. Can I have my free
Free
reroll
reroll
again?
and attack.
Because
So go for it.
Oh, well, that wasn't any better.
2 successes. You can reduce that by 1.
Yeah.
Take 1 damage, or you can use stress to reroll.
Let's do a reroll, shall we? I think it's probably worth it. Nope.
You do another stress to reroll the other dice if you wanted to.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay, so you take 1 damage from that.
1 damage.
Right. I've realised we didn't actually draw a Mythos card for you, did you? Or did we? Yes, we did. We did. Sorry.
That's how they appear.
That's how they appeared, Adam. Okay, and that's the end of the round. So, on to me. Here I have one of these guys in there now, which I should have had last time, which gives me something more to do. So I'm going to try and attack this guy. Now, because I have 1 fatigue token, I'm actually dealing 1 less damage to this guy. Wish me luck. So that is 3 successes, reduced down to 2 successes. So yeah, I'm going to take that. Why not? He only 1 more hit point left to him. I'll attack him again. Yep, that's enough to kill him. And then I'm going to rest because I need to.
Yeah.
Cool, so new Mythos card comes out. Each juror in the same space as a cultist is turned to their guilty side.
Oh, no.
Which we have that, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, yes, there he is. The cultist has convinced him otherwise. Oh no. Right, that is a crappy card to get out, but hey. Right, so I'm in a space of my own. A vial of poison. A vial of sweet release for you or for them. You may take 1 wound to claim the vial of poison. I don't have to worry about that because I've got the Relic Seeker ability, but I get that, so it's a piece of evidence. And that's the end of the round. So, here come.
I think I better attack so that I can try to get him away so I can rest.
So just 4 dice this time because there's not a gate in the space.
Yeah. What am I trying to get? Has he got 3?
2 hit points this
2.
time.
Oh, okay.
That'll
We
do
can
it.
do
So
that.
you do 3 damage and you take 1 sanity damage.
Okie dokie. Oh, I've just noticed, look, I have 3 of these. Which
Oh,
would
right, so
flip my mysterious
Mysterious
key.
key has flipped over
So that's that one. Flips to this side.
to the silver key.
You gain an extra dice if you're within 2 spaces of a gate.
So you should have had that.
Oh, yeah.
And when you run, you may move in between spaces of gates, as always.
Ah.
So you, you will be rolling additional dice.
Cool.
So do you want to convince the juror again?
Yes, we'll do that first. Although I'm going
Do
to
you wanna
rest.
rest?
I'm going
Oh
to
my
rest
gosh.
first because I've got super stress, and if I don't rest,
And you've got 3 hit
yeah.
points there. 4 damage.
We should probably just cure all my wounds because I might die. No.
Okay, 1 action left.
Yes, should we try and convince this juror?
Okay.
Yeah,
So you get 5 dice because you get your 3 black, you get 1 because you've got to pass level 2 of sanity, and you also get 1 because you're within 2 spaces of a gate.
brilliant.
So that will be 2 successes. You need to get at least 3. And also because you don't worry about hex because of the human teeth.
No.
But yeah, so you need to reroll 1 of those dice if you can, but you
I
can't.
cannot do any rerolls.
So you just take 2 sanity, which gets you to the next.
me up there, and I get another dice.
Right,
next
we
time.
don't worry about you overcarrying because I'm completely safe. But you do get an additional dice when you're rolling now, and you get to level up 1 of your abilities. We're so close to Yukon going batshit crazy here.
Yeah. So, what do I want to? I've got another instead. Reduce wounds taken and loss of sanity by 1 from any source. That's quite
Yeah,
a good
I
one.
probably this point.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Okay. Right, so Hukong, we get a Mythos card for you. We have Sathagoa's Presence. If Sathagoa's on the board, they're not. If Sathagoa's on the track, each investigator gains 1 fatigue token.
Excellent. Just
Aye,
what
aye.
I wanted.
Yep, I'll take that on my stress.
Can I stack them on my stress, or does it have to now go down here?
Oh, you can put it on your hit points instead if you want to.
But can I put it there if I want to?
You put it there.
Yeah, I'll leave it there then.
Right, so because you're in a space on your own, you get the ghost of the second husband.
Oh.
What a beautiful man, Adam. Right, Adam the Smith, a huge man of fearsome strength, brought low through sorcery. You may take 2 stress to claim the husband. You can't, can you?
No.
You claim the hex condition instead.
What does that do?
Same as the other hex condition, but you don't have to worry about them because of your human
I've got my
teeth.
teeth. Because everybody knows that teeth mean that you don't get hexes.
Dumps and breaks, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Right, Sandra is coming for you. 1, 2, 3.
Sandra, are you coming to heal me?
I can't heal you, but I can try and kill. I can try down here and try and kill this guy.
Yeah.
Right, so I get just the 5 dice for this. Only 5. I need 2 successes. And that'll do it. So I'm going to take... Yeah, so he's dead. I take 1 sanity, which brings me to my second sanity break. I'm going to use the Relic Seeker. So at the end of the turn, I heal 1 stress for each relic and item I have.
Why is Sandra so sane?
I don't know. She's seen a lot of shit, I guess. Right, but my megalomania happens. I take 2 stress because you are more insane than I am.
Yeah.
That's the end of my go because I moved twice and I killed somebody. So let's see what the Mythos has in store for us tonight. Tireless devotees. Each cultist moves 1 space towards you. Then you take 1 stress for each enemy in your space. So unfortunately, it doesn't really do much for me.
You're putting them on my space again. No rest for me.
Then I summon a cultist at red.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm not even sure Sathago is going to get on the board at this rate, but I am in space on my own. I feel like I only just did this. You have had a go, right? I haven't skipped your turn, have I?
No.
I'm just checking. Right, the town sheriff is here. He's in way over his head, but of course, so are you. So I can claim him, but he's just a companion. No, nothing to help me there. Right, so, end of turn, nothing else happens. We go to Hukong, our favourite crazy monk.
I really desperately need to rest so that I don't die. So I have no choice but to attack this dude to try and get him to leave me alone.
Okay, so
that
you
I can rest.
Okay, you get 1 dice because of the Silver King. You get an additional 2 dice because of your sanity level. So you're rolling 6 dice. You only need 2 successes.
Come on, we can do this. But the problem with rolling this many dice, this is why I am so insane. Because I'm going to just
Too many dice now. Okay, well,
I'm only a little bit insane.
the nice thing is, so 2 successes will kill him.
Yep.
This little gribbly thing, because you've got a new thing in your toughness, you can reduce wounds taken and loss of sanity by 1 from any source.
Let's do that.
So we ignore this. 2 damage. He died.
And I really need to rest. In fact, I might. Can I rest twice?
You can if you want to.
Okay, so I'm gonna. So that can go
So
down.
all your fatigue tokens are gone, and you've healed up to full strength. Yes.
So do you remove fatigue tokens when you thingy?
Well, if you want to, when you heal, you can choose to get rid of them instead of.
Oh, okay.
So
that will only
you're
go
all
down
up
to
to
there.
top.
Oh.
I think. Let's say that.
Oh, so it's no, heal 3 stress. Not
so you would
one
have
of
been
them.
one. Yeah, sorry, you would have been one.
Yeah, so I can only go to that.
Yeah.
And then.
Mythos card.
Yeah.
This is where all goes wrong. Move cultist 2 spaces, right? Okay, so we have the Sleeper of Nakai. Choose an investigator to gain 1 fatigue token. I can do that because I'm next.
Well, I might as well because I didn't manage to fill that one.
Let me read the next bit I've just read.
So...
Then the investigator with the most fatigue tokens takes 1 stress, 1 wound, and loses 1 sanity.
Okay, you can do that.
I'll do that.
Yeah, you can have that.
Okay, so one of those, I take a stress, a wound, and 1 sanity. Okay, and then you're in a space on your...
Yay! So I can investigate. What have I got?
You found a flask.
Flask. Flask.
It's a flask.
Flask.
It's a flat. You found a flask. Clouding both your judgment and your problems, you may claim the flask.
Flask.
The flask. There you are.
Thank
You
you.
claim it for free. And you can basically
What
use
does
that.
it do?
You may take the empty flask side of this card to heal all of your stress.
That sounds good. Let's do that. Although I'm not very stressed at the moment, so I don't
It's
need
there
that.
just in case you need it. And then basically if you get to the pub, you can refill it.
Oh, good. So like, it's empty at the moment, or is it full?
It's full.
So it starts full.
It's
And
a
then
little kind of finger pointing the direction
Right.
which side to take it.
So when I get really stressed, I can drink it. Good.
Yes, because you killed that guy you rested twice, didn't you?
Yes.
Nothing happens to Sathagoa. So, on to me. And I'm going to try and convince this guy. We're nearly there.
We are. I mean, we might do it if Unicorn
Right.
doesn't go absolutely batshit.
Okay, so I get...
The dice is up here.
yeah, thank you. So I get my 3 dice. I get an additional dice because of the level of sanity I'm at. And that's it. And I'm hexed, so I can't actually do this yet because I will take a stress and I can't take any more stress, so I have to rest first.
Okay.
So I'm going to rest 2 and get rid of one of those. I have to take a stress to doing this. Trying to convince, I need to get 3 successes, and that is 3 successes because my arcane mastery means that is a success. I do take 2 sanity damage for this, it's fine, but I have got that guy, and I'm going to then move or rest. It's fine, I'm going to move him. Okay, let's get a Mythos card. I think I didn't put that in the right place. I found a Spurnius card, so they should have actually advanced this round, last round. We're just going to, I'll just draw another card and we'll carry on from there. Okay, so prosecution. Each cultist move 1 space towards the town square, then summon 1 ghast at the nearest space with a jury. Okay, so Mr. Cultist is going to move there. Then summon 1 ghast at the nearest space with a juror. So it's me, so that is the nearest space with a juror. So we have a little monkey man appear there. And we're a bit overdue from Sathagoa, unfortunately, because of how I'm an idiot, basically, guys. We get a new discovery, ritual knife. It's evidence. And I get to grab that for free. And I can use tentacles as counts as successes when I'm attacking people. Which is pretty good.
Handy.
Sathagoa, he was a bit overdue. He is moving forward 1. He's going to be out on the board next time he advances. One of us gains a fatigue token. I'll grab that. I feel like you've got enough going on without getting fatigued as well.
Just a bit cray-cray over here.
Unfortunately, that juror moves 1 space away. Couldn't make this up, could you? That's the end of that. So it's now on to Hukong, if that's even his real name.
I feel like I should go and get that juror that's just disappeared over there.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do, isn't it? Is it worth me going and getting that one that's been sent away? Or...
I'd go for that guy.
Well, this one, because there's been a bunch of abilities that flip them back over if they're
That's true.
on a space with one of these. I don't know. Which one do you reckon? I'm going to go to this one. Mind you, you can't travel through these.
I can't travel through portals.
Yeah, so actually you're miles away from that. I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, so I've moved, and then I'll attack, and I roll like 1,000 dice for
So
attacking.
you're rolling 1, 2, 3 dice because you're close to the red gate. So you're rolling 6 dice in total. You don't want to get sanity, any sanity loss at this point.
Yeah, that's really likely though. The chances of going insane at this point.
No,
are,
tell me the odds.
Okay.
Okay, well that actually worked out pretty well. So you needed to get at least 2 successes. You did, and you can reduce that sanity damage because of your toughness ability. So you've managed to kill him and take nothing bad from it.
Excellent. Now let's flip this guy.
Gonna flip them off. Well, you're rolling 6 dice again.
Okay.
Okay, once again, you can get rid of that sanity. How many evidence do you have?
I have
Just the one.
just one evidence.
So you
but
need one more
I
success.
can do rerolls now because I'm not as stressed
can.
as I was. I've chilled out a bit, and I'm going to reroll the sanity one
Yeah, go for it.
because you know. Oh, but still,
3 successes.
that is
You
enough.
flipped him.
And I can reduce.
And that sanity,
yeah.
that sanity damage is ignored because of your toughness ability. So we have now got everyone convinced that Petronilla is not a witch. However, Sathagoa is very close to coming and visiting us. Right, so we now have a Mythos card.
Yeah, that was all 3. Move,
Attack and then...
Yeah.
But you do have a free movement if you wanted to use that.
I do, and maybe I might move off the space with anything on because things keep coming after me.
Okay, well, fingers
I
crossed.
don't know if that's going to help. But...
Okay, right. And I did forget to shuffle all these cards back in.
Although, do you think it's worth me staying on that space so that I can shoo him, you know, on the next turn?
Well, you can shoot him even when there's a monster on his face.
I know, but I'm not on his space.
That's true.
If I start my turn on that space with him, I can shoo him away. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, let's stay over there.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oops. Shoo him.
Right. Okay. So prosecution. Each cultist moves one space towards the town square, and summon one ghast at the nearest space with a juror. So unfortunately, you have a ghast appear on your space,
Of course I do.
and he attacks you.
Of course he does.
So 2 green dice, and I got 2 successes on you.
And I can re-roll.
You get a
what?
free roll.
Yep.
Free re-roll even. Okay, and you can reduce the damage by 1.
Yep.
And because you took no damage, you can push him away 1
Yes,
space.
let's push him over there with that thingy.
Amorphous Scion.
Yes.
Now I do keep forgetting to summon new Amorphous Scions every time that guy moves forward. So apologies for anyone who's playing the rules correctly at home, because I forgot that. He forgot, and you are... Yeah, that's it, right, so it's my turn. So I'm going to move 2 spaces there, I'm going to kill this bastard. So I get 3 dice because I'm amazing, I get an additional 1 because I'm attacking somebody, and an additional 1 because I'm level 2 sanity. Right, so when attacking you count any number of insanity as successes, so I'm going to do that.
It, yeah.
Which tends to be crazy. So I gain 2 stress, and I get to increase one of these by 1. So
And you now get an extra dice each time, don't you?
yeah, no, not this time.
Oh no. Oh, mine's got it on all of them. Yep. I didn't realise that our boards are slightly different. Oh no, they're not. Never mind. Ignore me.
Okay, so he's dead. I'm going to use my last action to
Shoo that juror away.
gather the juror. So we've got 3 jurors in the town square. 1 over there, we have to get him over here as quickly as possible, and then we can disrupt the ritual. But before we have that, we have the mythos. Sathago's presence. Each investigator gains 1 fatigue token.
That's fine. We can do that. No cultists.
I now have 3 fatigue. I need to rest next round. And I'm in a space of my own, so I get to... I found a woman in white. The ghostly woman observes the other spirits in silence. You may take 2 stress, I don't have to worry about it. Woman in white, while you have her gain 1 level in arcane mastery. So it's my very bottom ability. So that's pretty handy. And if you didn't have arcane mastery, you would get one of these little additional bonus.
Oh, that's good.
Cool. So that's everything. It's on to Hukon.
Okay, this is a dead
What?
simple one.
What?
Let's move the...
Gather the juror?
Gather the juror, yep. And then I probably need to just follow the juror.
You get to do it for free, don't you?
Gather them again. So yeah, this will be a free move. Bloop. And then can I gather him again? They're all in the room. The town square.
Okay.
What
Have
happens?
4 jurors in the town square with their innocent side face up. Now, at the end of the round, he's going to appear in the town square.
Okay.
You got 1 action left, have you? Or
Yes.
gather, free move, gather, 1 action left.
Yes.
You could rest.
Yes, that's very useful. Let's rest. So, get rid of that and that. Or is that one or the other?
Yeah, that's fine. You get rid of everything.
Okay. I am rested.
Thank you. And we have the Mythos Divine Slothfulness. Gain 1 fatigue token. That fatigue you just got rid of, you get back again. Then, if any investigator has 4 or more fatigue tokens, advance the toga on the track as if it were 3 summoning things. But I don't have 4.
No.
You don't have 4, so we don't have to worry about that as of yet. Okay, so that was Mythos card. You want a space on your own?
I am.
You find the ghost of the 4th husband, not the 3rd one. Honest John never spoke a lie in life or death. You may take 2 stress to claim him. If you claim him, when you convince a juror, if you succeed, you turn over each juror a token in your space. You don't need to.
No.
If you don't claim him, though, you get the hex condition, which you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, I've got my teeth, so it doesn't matter. We can just put them in there.
Hex in it.
Yeah. Is there any chance that they will flip back over?
No, they're gone now.
Awesome.
They're gone. As the ritual is disrupted.
But we still have to defeat.
Yeah.
What's his face?
Okay, so it's the end of the round. You've managed to do this. Single-handedly, of course. So, Sathagoa. When revealed, summon Sathagoa into your space and summon 1 amorphous sign at the nearest gate. So, just outside the pub, Sathagoa has appeared. Okay.
And here for the amorphous
Yeah,
sign.
an amorphous sign just sliming out of the bottom of the cellar there. At the end of each turn, choose an investigator to gain 1 fatigue token unless they discard 1 item or companion.
I mean, I've got loads of items that I don't need. In fact, I could just discard that husband that I just acquired. Or any of them, actually, because they're all hexed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Bye.
Right, I'm just going to
Bye,
check.
John.
Um,
Is there a discard pile that he needs to go in as well? Yeah.
right.
This looks awesome, this does, Adam. I love
Thank
the
you.
job you've done. Very fancy. Ooh, very nice. I like these eyeballs.
Or with contrast paints. I never paint the eyes, but I did with that guy.
Yeah, they look brilliant.
Thanks. Right, so now we just have to kill him. So, my go?
Yes, it is your go, yes.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck this vial of poison right into his horrible eyes, which gives me an additional 2 green dice while I'm attacking. So I get 2 green dice anyway, I get an additional 2 green dice and 3 black. Wish me luck. Okay, so
Oh, wow,
they
yeah.
are all successes.
Excellent.
So 1, 2, 3, 7, right?
Over halfway there.
So yeah, straight away, vial of poison. I don't
I
get to
think
use
you
a
might just
poison
do
again.
this on your own, on your turn.
I don't know. That vial of poison's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, the town sheriff. I have one level in marksmanship, which means I can attack 1 space away if I wanted to, which is really helpful. Just because I have that guy. So I'm going to attack again. Just the only 5 dice this time. Need 2 cons to attack. He's the guy with all the dice to roll. Oh my god. So they're all successes because I can count any amount of those starting successes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's him dead, right?
Yeah.
My
He's got
gosh.
12, hasn't he?
He's got 12, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, on my second action, I've killed the first stage of, the second stage of Sathagoa.
He's not actually dead yet.
But
no.
he's not dead yet, no,
Right.
because we now go to the third stage. When revealed, move Sathagoa to the yellow gate. Each investigator gains 1 fatigue token unless they take 2 stress. So he's gone into the smallest room possible. Amazing. I have to take a fatigue token. I cannot take any more stress.
I feel like it's probably better to just take the fatigue token than take the stress at this point. For me.
And I have one action left, and I'm going to spend that action resting to get rid of 3 of these fatigue tokens. Okay, Mythos. Alice Kittler, the investigator with the most evidence, which is going to be you, must take the hex condition side of one of them. Actually, do you?
I don't have any evidence. Oh no, I do. I have one. I've got my teeth.
I've got the... Oh, no, if you can, because that I can use that to attack.
So what do I need to do?
You just take that out, and you put that onto the hex side, so it will come this side.
These are all on the hexed sides.
We don't have to worry about hex now, because you're not convincing any jurors, right?
Oh, so it doesn't actually make a difference.
Doesn't do anything at this point.
No. How do I... Oh, this one. I can't get this under here.
Yeah, it's really tricky without trying to knock everything.
It's because I've got ridiculous nails.
They're amazing nails.
So I can't.
Okay, so... Then I'm in a space on my own, safe space, so I get an embalmed bird, a gruesome talisman, oddly calming yet quite sinister. You may choose not to activate your insanity if you do get a hex condition. So next time I have my insanity come up, I can ignore it. Okay, so Sapagoa. The end of each turn, you take 2 stress. For every stress you can't take 1 wound instead. I take 2 wounds. I need to heal up. Oof, that was bad. Okay, so Sapagoa doesn't do anything because he just did. It's on to Hukong, everyone's favourite crazy monk.
I think I'm probably going to just have to chase after him.
You get free move.
Free move to go join him in this tiny little space. Like, hey, telling him Ramsay's facing him at least.
That's it.
And then let's chuck some dice.
Okay, so you are actually on the space with the yellow gates. You get green dice for that. You get 2 green dice because of your level.
Yeah.
And then 3 back.
Dice,
So 6 dice. I'll move these out of the way. You can roll just around here. Oof. Okay, so not bad. 3 successes.
Let's do a re-roll. Nope. Let's do another re-roll. Oh no.
But 3 successes. You have, and he's got 12 hit points again.
Okay, let's just attack him again, shall we?
Yep, so you roll the same amount of dice. Okay, so this time around, you've got 3 successes and 1 sanity, which you can ignore the sanity damage.
Yeah. And I've got no re-rolls, but you know my flask.
Yeah.
Can I activate it just mid-turn, like mid-attack now? Because if I drink it, it gets rid of all my stress, so I can have some re-rolls.
Go for it. So you got another 2 re-rolls.
To empty my flask to get my stress levels back. That's now empty. So I'll do 1 re-roll.
That's another success.
And another re-roll. Let's re-roll that one.
Another success. So that's 5 damage on him. And you have 1 action left.
I should probably just keep attacking him, shouldn't I? So,
yes.
Again, I've got no re-rolls left though.
No re-rolls.
No way of getting.
You just need to get 4 successes and you've done it.
Right then, I can do that. No, I cannot.
3 successes.
3. Not enough.
Okay, so that's 3 successes. You do 1. You take 1 sanity damage from that. And now it is on to the Mythos. And unfortunately, we're going to be summoning stuff. Amorphous Scion. The nearest Amorphous Scion moves 2 spaces towards the investigator with the most fatigue tokens, which is you. But the nearest one is actually...
He has to move through you to
got
get to me.
Yeah. Gotta come through me first. Okay. And then we'd summon Amorphous Scion, but we won't be. Please remind me to move Scions when we...
Okay.
But before that, this guy gets to attack you because you're in the same space as him. And he is rolling 2 black and 3 green. Okay, so there's 3 successes. You get to do a free reroll when attacked.
Yeah, I have reroll and I can reduce. So I'll do a reroll of 4. Or not.
So 2 damage.
2 damage.
Okay, and it's the end of the round, so we are going to be moving this forward one on the track. And so you get to shuffle all the Mythos cards because we know you're amazing at shuffling. And each amorphous scion moves forward, I believe.
Forward towards...
Once the go advances, yeah. Oh, so we have to choose investigators to claim one fatigue token.
I can take 1 on my health.
Okay. And then the investigator with the most fatigue tokens take 1 stress, 1 wound, and loses 1 sanity, which will be you.
Yeah.
But you can ignore the sanity damage and the wound, but you ignore the stress.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Okay. Thank you. Right, on to Sandra. Now, do I bring this thing with me and just attack the main boss?
I mean, it depends. If you bring it with you, are you then going to leave it on my space for the...
I'll try and kill this guy. I'll do 1 less wound to it because I've got 1 fatigue token
Can't
on.
you attack from a distance though as well? So couldn't
I can.
Couldn't you just fire? It needs 1 damage. Just.
1. Okay. Well. Okay. We're going to move him. We're going to move into here, 1 space away.
You've got marksman.
Then I've got marksman, so I'm going to attack this guy. I think this is a legal move. We shall see. 3 black. I get only 1 additional dice for this. And they're all successes.
That's enough. You need 1.
Goosh! So, stage 2 is gone. We're on to the final countdown. It's the final stage. So, when revealed, moves the Thugger to the starting space. Then each investigator gains 2 fatigue token. Any 1 investigator may sacrifice themselves to stop this instead.
Die.
To die.
Right.
Yeah.
To stop from taking the extra fatigue.
The fatigue tokens, yeah.
Would it also stop the moves, do you think? Not that that would make...
I don't know. I think we just take the fatigue tokens, right?
Okay, so
What's
2.
the worst could happen?
He's at least moved off my space, so I might be able to rest. So that would be good.
There is that. And then I've got another action left, so I'm going to try and beat this guy up. If you don't mind. Okay, so that was really crap. I do 2 damage to it. There's only 1 damage. And then we go to... he attacks me, so he's rolling a black and 2 greens, please, Zoe. And I take 1 damage. 1 more and I'm dead. Right. Did I draw a Mythos card? I didn't draw a Mythos card, did I?
No.
No. So my Mythos card should have been this. Choose an investigator to gain 1 fatigue token. Then the investigator with the most fatigue tokens takes 1 stress, 1 wound, and loses 1 sanity. I think we can give it to you, right? Because you can heal up. Sorry, guys, we should have done that. So you take nothing.
No.
Your go.
I am going to rest.
I think that's
What do
probably...
I actually want to just have a look at the
state of my board at the moment?
Yes, so
what to?
The eyes have it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
can I take all of the fatigue off? Does it
for
clear
2
all
rest
of them?
actions, you can get rid of all of those fatigue.
Yeah. But then I need to...
You could rest 1 more time if you wanted to.
Yeah, it might be worth doing, resting up a bit so that I've got some rerolls left. Yeah.
Okay. You've got a free move action if you wanted to. You could move into there, grab that guy and move him away.
Yeah, because then you'd be able to move and attack on your next turn. So
Yeah.
if I move into here, pick him up with me, and we'll take him out the way over here.
Cool. Right, Mythos card. So we have another one of these. Amorphous sign. The nearest amorphous sign moves 2 spaces towards the investigator with the most fatigue tokens, which is me.
So he's just going to come right
So
back
he's
at
come
you.
back, which means that's good for you because it means you get to investigate.
Oh, yeah.
So we're on to our penultimate one now.
What have we got?
Pot of gold.
Nice.
Found without its rainbow could come in handy as a bargaining chip. You may claim the pot of gold. When investigating, you may claim an evidence. You may claim an evidence without taking stress or wounds. When you convince a juror instead of rolling, you may discard this card
No
to
use
automatic
at all at
success.
the moment.
No.
No.
Grab that in
Stick it
case.
here.
Yeah, just in case. Save it for a rainy day, right?
Yeah.
So the end of the turn, take 2 stress. For every stress you can't take 1 wound instead.
I can take stress.
So 2 stress. That's fatigue.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. Okay. So my go. I'm dead at the end of this round unless I can kill this thing. Okay, that's fine. So he takes 1. Actually, he takes. Oh shit. When attacked by an investigator with a fatigue token, reduce wounds taken by 1. That's fine. So I do. That's ignored, and I do 2 damage, which is enough to kill this piece of so and so. I also take 3 sanity damage. The megalomania means I take 2 stress, which I can't take, and then I can increase one of these. I'll do that.
Oh, that's good.
So I've got the, you can count any number of stars as 2 successes each, which might help us out. Now, I need to rest, don't I? So I'm going to spend my last 2 actions resting. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you need to take your health back down.
Okay, so at the end of the round, I did draw a Mythos card, did I? I don't think I did. I need a drink. If there are any juror tokens in the town square, we don't have to worry about that. End of each turn, take 2 stress. That's fine. But at the end of each turn, I heal 1 stress for each relic I have, which I have 1. An item I have 2. Oh my god, 3. Right, on to our man who can come in just take out this elder one, right?
Well, he's going to try, so I'll have a free movement to get over here. Let's turn them to
You're in this space here.
Oh, right, okay. In get.
Boom.
And 6 dice, I think it is, isn't it? That I've got. So I've got 1 for my silver key.
No, because you're not within 2 spaces of a gate.
Oh, no, I'm not. So only 5.
Just the 5.
Yeah.
Might save your life, just only running 5 of these, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, so that's 3 successes.
3 successes. Let's do a reroll. Let's do a
Moved it the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's the max amount of rerolls you
maximum,
have,
so
so
no more.
3 damage.
3 damage. Let's go again.
Okay, so that is, you can only reduce the sanity taken by 1.
So I have to take 1 sanity, and he takes another 3. And I might as well just go again. So there's nothing else that I can do.
So that is 3 successes and 1 sanity which you can block. Okay, so Mythos card. A ghast. Move the nearest ghast 2 spaces towards you. It's the one all the way up there. And we ignore the juror thing. And then summon a ghast in red. So we get another monkey guy all the way up there. And we are going to be doing this thing. Next, he's going to attack you. So he's rolling 3 black.
But before he goes,
yes.
is it worth? So I didn't take that last insanity. I know that this is very dangerous territory because I've only got 2 left before I die. But is it worth taking 1 to give me potentially an extra dice on my next one and also to level up on here?
If you want to, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm going to do
Go
that.
for it.
Risky.
Yeah, why not?
So I am going to
Go up 1 on here, putting me closer to this to get an extra dice, but it also means I can put this up so I can reduce wounds as well. So it might just save me for 1. We'll see.
Right. So he's rolling 7 dice. He's terrible. So he's actually only done 2 damage and 1 sanity damage. You can ignore the one of those.
Ignore the
You can also
sanity this
re-roll one of
time.
those dice if you wanted to.
No, I think we'll leave his roll like that.
So,
So I'll take a damage.
1 damage and no sanity damage.
Although I don't need to take a wound.
Oh, because you reduce them by 2.
reduce them, so no wounds and no sanity.
My gosh.
Excellent.
Right, and then we're going to be doing this. So we have to summon an amorphous sign at the nearest gate, which is, I think, over there. That moves on 1. And you've got to take 2 stress. For every stress you can't take 1 wound instead.
So I can reduce that by 2
Yes.
and take none.
None. There we go. Right, well this is it then. I just have to shoot him in the back, like the coward that I am.
And he's got 3 health left, has he?
He's got 3 health left, so I'm going to move in there for 1. Do you know what? I'm going to move into there, because I actually get more dice being in the same space as him.
Yes.
So I get 3 green, 3 black. We just need to do 3, and we've kicked Sathagoa's ass back to wherever he came from.
You can do it, Sandra.
Sandra did do it. She took 1 sanity damage from that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can just kind of stand up there. Boom! And that's a game of Cthulhu Death May Die. I got some of the rules wrong, I think. I didn't move the amorphous signs or summon them as much as I need to do. I mean, it was very close to an end for Wukong there.
Very crazy over here.
Sandra had some very close calls with getting out on the hit points there, but yeah, all in all, I think, yeah. Success. So, we just played a game of Cthulhu Death May Die, Fear of the Unknown. We answered the call of Cthulhu and we told him to sod off.
We did.
Zoe, what did you think?
Yeah, it was really good. It was good. We won. We didn't die. Cthulhu died, so that was the important thing, really, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. First time playing this game for me, so it felt very familiar to lots of other Cool Mini Night games that I've played before. Very familiar, like the iconography on the cards and stuff like that, and the leveling up system. Not identical to anything, but very similar. So quite intuitive to play if you're familiar with it. It's kind of games.
I always find with Simon products, when they are familiar, but then the problem happens where I'm so familiar with the other ones, I forget the new rules they add in here, and you will notice several mistakes I've made in this, which I'll hopefully in the edit put below to say.
I don't think anybody will notice.
They'll be in the comments telling me all about this.
Don't be in these comments telling me stuff like that.
I just want to say thank you to the Ultimate Badasses who voted on who to play, because I really enjoyed playing Sandra.
Yep, I also enjoyed Wukong, the monk. He was very cool to play. Though he did struggle a little bit holding it together.
Keep it together.
Yeah.
He was he was doing great. I thought you did a fantastic job kind of spinning all the plates, balancing everything there, and just he was very zen at the end of the day. I feel. It's worth noting, playing this game as well, we didn't make this harder, because we could have made this harder for ourselves by adding unknown monsters into the mix. Instead, it could have been harder. You have additional monsters that get spawned who do different things, and yeah.
I feel like that might have made it too hard. I do think this was we were really on the edge of whether or not.
Well, you were on the edge of losing your sanity, really.
So I think we only just made it. It was very, very close. So I don't know how we would have coped with it being more difficult. Is it if you play 3-4 players, does that sort of make it a bit easier, or does it level?
No, so it doesn't really, because you're still, the problem with the more people you have, the quicker those the elder one will advance, because the more of those mythos cards come out.
Yeah, that's the bit I didn't like. I kept getting to nice safe spaces where I thought I'm going to be able to rest up here and regain all of my stress and what have you, and then some more cultist went on here.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching our special Halloween episode at Outrider Games of all places, which is a fantastic venue if you're in Lichfield or in the surrounding area or further afield. You should definitely come and check it out, and if you need someone to play with, then let us know in the comments below. And you can obviously find Zoe in the link below as well. And once again, I'm not posting a home address on here. You'll have to follow her on social medias if you want to chat to her. But anything else from yourself?
No, I don't think so. I think it's been wonderful to play. Thank you very much for inviting me to join and to be here on your channel. And I think we should do another collaboration again soon. I think that would be excellent.
That's easy for you to say. Yes, another collaboration in the future, definitely. Thanks so much for watching, and if you'd like to become an Ultimate Badass, there's a link below. You want to see Zoe, there's a link below as well there to all her social medias. So until next time, guys, stay safe or die rolling. Perfect, first time.
Nailed it.